So here we are, Renter by Astral Chain since release last Friday, because I had a very busy weekend. I couldn't do this review fast enough, and I wanted to play more, because since the busy weekend was there, I didn't input more hours. I wanted to have at least 6 hours done on this. I'll be honest, first 2 chapters didn't get me going, and I see all these reviews at people adoring this game, and I'm like, wow man, will it ever get good? Well, the answer is yes. They were right. I was wrong. It is a masterpiece. It is a Switch console buy-in game. Yes, it's a Switch exclusive, just like Mario or Zelda. People buy Breath of the Wild so they can play on their Switch. People buy Super Mario Odyssey so they can play on the Switch. Platinum Games and Nintendo combining their power and having an exclusive title. I don't know for how long. Is it going to be Nintendo exclusive forever? I want to see a franchise of this. I want to see more of this. I don't care whatever game comes out next week. I don't care for Gears 5. I don't care for Monster Hunter. I want to finish this first. There's 11 chapters. The secret is, be patient with the game. It gets long and boring at first, but once you pass chapter 3 and you experience the full control of the game and the fighting and having your legion, which is attached to your body, whoever character you decide, the story seems, then it gets better and better and better and better. And the story is actually good. And the soundtrack, can I say something? Can we buy, is there a CD soundtrack somewhere? Rarely I say I want to buy the soundtrack of a game. I want to buy the soundtrack of a game. I'll check online, iTunes or whatever. Man, I love the music, but that's not the point. That's not, it adds up to the game, but the gameplay itself, anything, it plays like nothing else. It is thoroughly original. It is fun. I can't compare it to Bayonetta. I can't compare it to, because I discovered this on this weekend too, and I really like it. Platinum Games also. Can we have that on Switch too? Astral Chain, you have your legion attached to your body, which is attached to a chain. The name says it all, but it is just so exquisite as a battle genre. You can't compare it to Bayonetta. It doesn't play like you could do combos, you could do a bunch of different power-ups, and I don't know how to describe it. There's so much stuff to upgrade and to learn. So many moves, so many different attacks, so many stuff you can upgrade on your legion. Not even your character. Your character basically you could do, I don't know. You can customize you unlock parts like a hat or skin, jacket, whatever, that's fine. You want to upgrade your legion, but there's a catch in the story, which in chapter 3 gets very nice, interesting, and like, wow, all these police officers in the future, whatever world they're in, have a legion each. I'm gonna spoil it so you guys get interested. It's no big deal. Every one of their police in that task force, they lose their legion and they fight against you, and you have to fight against all these legions. There's 11 chapters. Chapter 3 was so long. I'm like, wow, this is so amazing. So the replay value is there. You can go back and redo it in very hard mode, and you can S rank all your levels. I'm playing right now in casual mode, but I have a feeling I'm not getting enough points back from hacking and killing all these enemies. So I think I'm gonna put it up a bit to get more XP and stuff drop from enemies. So yeah, eventually when you fight a boss or you fight back a legion from a former police officer, well, you can have more than one legion. That's the punchline. I was like, wow. But even though with just one legion, when you pass chapter 3, then the game unravels to your eyes and you're like, wow, this is just a masterpiece, and it's long. And I don't want to play anything else anymore. I just want to upload my gameplay, and I'll be back next week. Not buying anything, I'm just playing this. Very, very, very satisfied with this game. The game, I'm proud to say that the gameplay is original, everything is original, and I'm just happy for it. I'm just happy Nintendo still got with Platinum Games. Platinum Games barely, well, I mean, they made the whole game themselves. Nintendo's the publisher, but these guys, they got so many secrets. They could still do some amazing gameplay. This is very original. Like I said, you can't compare it to any previous, anyways, any Platinum Games. They're original on their own. This one, I gotta say, it's my favorite of all of them. Now I've said it. Let's just see Bayonetta 3 coming out, but almost equal to this, and I just discovered this. Just did. And I love it a lot. So, just gameplay-wise, and the whole environment, but the gameplay, the fighting, is just so original, so much fun. The only negative point I gotta give it, that I hate, is the jumping. The jumping sucks. I must have lost so much HP. You can't jump with your character. Basically what you do is you're controlling your Legion, and when you control your Legion, you can have all these power moves you can put on him. But from a distance, you put your Legion over a hole, like on another island right in front of you. There's a hole right there, right in front of you. You can't jump. You can dodge, but you can't jump. So what you do is an astral or a chain pull. So the Legion pulls you across like a bridge over the gap. But what happens most of the times for me, I fall in the hole. Then the Legion gets you back up, but your HP drops like 200 points. So you gotta have those medicine bags. And be mindful, some enemies cast a shield over enemies. You gotta master that angle of slashing the binding of the shield between the caster and the enemy in the middle. That took me a while. And opening gates, you have special gates. You have to cut, slice both of the buttons with the Astral, with the Legion slash. Keep that in mind. So all the way, masterpiece, must buy, must own. Masterpiece, masterpiece. It's the kind of game you just want to play until you finish it. And I want to go back and finish it a harder mode. Graphically, it's beautiful. Music, everything. I'm sold. Finally happy I got a good game. Because Control didn't last that long. But this one, I think you get your money's worth. I'm 6-7 hours in. And I'm only at chapter 5? 4 or 5? 5. 6 more chapters to go. That's just delicious goodness. So if you don't own a Switch, you don't own one, it's time to buy it just for this one. If I just started and I didn't buy any that more, like if I didn't buy all these games and I was brand new to the Switch world and I didn't know anything and I watched this video and I saw myself from the past and the future, I would just buy this one game instead of my whole Switch collection. Just this one game satisfied my needs, because overall in time I think I buy too much. But just this one, go try it. Just stick with the game. Give it the time. Past chapter 2, when you start chapter 3, you gotta investigate a bit. Then it unlocks and unravels, and the combat and everything, and the story, and the wow. You're gonna love it. You can't hate that game. It's impossible. People, like, you saw Metacritic got bombed because people hated that game because it's an exclusive to Switch and they're pissed off. I think. I'm just saying. Might be that, because no way this game sucks. You really have to play more than 2 levels. Play more than 2 hours to really enjoy it and love it. Or you're gonna miss out a masterpiece. So I love you guys. Hope you having a great week. It is Wednesday night. The busy weeks are coming. A lot of spending and a lot of buying. I gotta really make smart selection. I'll see you soon.